Good morning to all. Myself J.Revathi, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science. So today we are going to discuss about the topic as cyber security. So what does mean by cyber security? Did you know about that? Any idea from that cyber security? Okay, fine. So cyber security is nothing but cyber security is primarily about people, persons, process and technologies is working together and encompasses the full range to treat reduction, vulnerability reduction, differences, irrelational engagement, include response, reliancy and recovery policies activities including computer network operations, information assurance, law enforcement, etc. So these are the definitions for the cyber security. And one more definition is cyber security is the body of technologies, process and practice designed to the product network, computers, programs and data from attack, damage or unauthorized access. The term cyber security of techniques and practices designed to the product digital data. The data that is stored or transmitted or used on an information system. So another definition is cybersecurity is the protection of interconnected system including hardware, software and data from cyber attacks. So it is made up of two words, one is cyber, another one is the security. So first one is that cyber is related to the technology which contains systems, network, program or data. So that is related for the cyber. Another one is the security is related to protection which include the system security, network security and applications and information security. So why the so these are all the definitions for the cyber security. And the next one is that why security is important. Why we need for the security? For our safety we need for a security. So same thing, our data having a security. So that we go for an cyber security. So listed below that the reasons why cyber security is important and which become a prominent digital world. So cyber security can be extremely expensive for the business India. In addition to the financial damage suffered by the business, the data breach can also inflict untold for the reputational damage. So cyber attacks these days are becoming progressively destructive. Cyber criminals are using more sophisticated ways to intimate cyber attacks. So regulations such as GDPR are forcing organization into taking better care of personal data hold. So next one is that we are going to see about the fundamentals of cyber security. So first one is that confidentiality. So confidentiality is about the preventing the disclosure of data to unauthorized parties. So that is that confidentiality. It also means trying to keep the identity of authorized parties involved in sharing and holding data private anonymous. So often confidentiality is compromised by cracking purely into encrypted data. So man in the middle attack disclosing sensitive data. So standard measures to establish confidentiality include, so what are the standard measures that is included in the confidently is data encryption, two-factor authentication, biometric verification, security tokens. So these are the standard measures for to establish the confidentiality. And the next one fundamental is integrity. So integrity refers to protecting information from being modified by unauthorized parties. So standard measures for that integrity include cryptographic checksums, using file permissions, uninterrupted power supplies, data backups. So these are all the standard measures for to guarantee for the integrity. And the next one is that availability. So availability is making sure that the authorized parties are able to access the information when it is needed. So what are the standard measures for that availability is backing up data to external drives, implementing firewalls, having backup power supplies, data redundancy. So these are all the standard measures for the availability. So next one is that. So these are all the fundamentals for the cyber security. First one is the confidentiality, integrity, and then availability. Next we are going to discuss about the types of attacks. So here we have a 10 types of attacks. So first one is let's see one by one. Cyber attacks is an exploration of computer systems on networks. It uses the malicious code to alter the computer code, logic or data, and lead to cyber crimes such as information and identity theft. Cyber attacks can be classified into following categories. There are two types of attacks. One is the web-based attacks and then system-based attacks. So for that web-based attacks, we have a 10 types of attacks. So one is the injection attacks. The injection attacks is nothing but it is an attack which is some data will be injected into web application to manipulate the application and fetch the required information. So that is called the injection attacks. Next, for example, SQL injection, code injection, log injection, XML injections, etc. Next one is that DNS spoofing. So spoofing is a type of computer security hacking. So where the data is introduced into a DNS resolver cache, causing the name server to return the incorrect IP address, diverting the traffic to the attack computers or any other computer. So that is a spoofing. Next one is that session hacking. Session hacking, it is a security attack on a user session over a protected network. So web applications created cookies to store the data and user sessions. By stealing the cookies, an attacker can have access to all other user data. Next one is that phishing. So phishing is nothing but it is a type of attack where they steal sensitive information like user login, credentials and credit card numbers. So easily we have captured we have hacked the informations. Next one is the brute force. It's a type of attack which is a trial and error method. So this attack generated a large number of guesses, validates them and obtain the actual data like user password and the personal identification number. So next one is that denial of service. So it's an attack which means a server or network resources are unavailable to the users. It is accomplished by the flooding of large with traffic or sending an information that triggers a crash. So it contains 2 to 3 types of attacks. One is the volume based protocol attacks and then application layer attack. So volume based, it's a goal to saturate the bandwidth of the attack side.